Okay, yeah. So today I'm going to talk to you about the time we visited the Sultan's Palace. It was about probably a week ago to mark the celebration of Hari Raya, which is the end of Ramadan. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Muslim culture, here's a little bit of information. I haven't got a lot of video footage from that day because of the fact of where it was. Sultan's Palace, we weren't allowed to film there, or minimal film was allowed. While we were there, so we feasted, we got souvenirs to take away, and we met the Sultan, or me and my son met the Sultan, my wife and my daughter met the Sultana, which is the Sultan's wife. I've got a little bit of footage to flick through. I'll put that on now. Okay, so that was at the start when we went in, had to fill out a form, we were given a ticket. That was the ticket. After we were given a ticket, we queued, women to one side, men to the other. I queued by myself, my wife with my children went to the women's side, and then we queued through the queues in to get food. Due to the ratio of men to women that were visiting the palace, my wife was through the food and sat down at the table long before I managed to get into where I could get my food. I would say I was queuing for maybe an hour and 20 minutes. My wife was queuing for probably half, if not a third of that time. Once we got through, there was masses of tables and a wide selection of food. I'll show you a few photos now. The first photo was a plate with the gold crest of the palace on it. The second photo is the food that I was given. So there was like beef rendang, nasi lemak, there was rice, there was pasta, there was spiced sausage. Well, they were chicken sausages, mine being a non-pork eating location. And the last photo is the table that I sat on, the amount of people that were there on that table and that had been and gone. There was masses and masses and masses amounts of food. After that, we went through into a separate room where we queued up, sat down in rows of chairs, waiting to meet the Sultan. My wife was sat down on the other side, waiting to meet the Sultana. I've got a few photos of the area. As you can see from the photos, the two massive golden arches, that was at either end of the room, and I was sat around at the time with the Royal Brunei Army that were also there for the Hari Raya celebration, and they were also waiting to meet the Sultan of Brunei, in fairness, which is their boss. The waiting there wasn't too bad. My son was tired, so he fell asleep in the chair. We moved on through, met the Sultan, shook his hand, and then we left. After leaving, we were given our souvenirs. I'll show you what they were now. Okay, so everyone who left got one of these. Yellow box. I'll show you what's inside that yellow box shortly. A card. And an envelope for every child. I'll go to my overhead camera now to show you inside the box, the card and what was in the envelope. Okay then, so first of all, the yellow box we were given. Istana Nurul Iman is the name of the Sultan's Palace, and obviously then you've got Selamat Hari Raya, which is the celebration we celebrated and the year. So inside the box, again on top of this lovely tin, 2 seconds. Top of this lovely tin there, you've got Istana Nurul Iman, which is that's the size of the Sultan's Palace there. I've got a photo of my son, my daughter and my wife walking past the outside of the palace, and in the background you can see this here is a golden dome, which you'll be able to see in the picture that I'll show you now. Okay, so the box itself then is a yellow tin with the embossed logo on the top of Istana Nurul Iman. On the side, Salamat Hari Raya, and then we're opening it up to look inside. So inside is a seasonal fruitcake, which is what every single person that was there was given. I'll open that up for you. So there's a seasonal fruitcake, and inside it had dried figs and candied apricots and stuff on the side. They're actually quite tasty. Obviously we had 4, we've eaten 3 of them now, this is the last one we've got left. Also, which my son noticed, inside, I don't know if this is actually meant to be there or not, but the lid itself pulls down, exposing like almost a secret compartment within the tin. I don't know if it's meant to be there as a secret compartment or just the design of the tin. However, obviously my son, being 9, he thought that was amazing, that there was a secret compartment within inside the tin itself. Now we've got the card, again with the logo on it, which is the same as what was on the plate, gold embossed logo of the Sultan's Palace emblem, and also the number there of cards given out, so that's the 15,996 card that was given out. Inside is literally a card. Okay, inside there's a photo for you who've never seen the Sultan of Brunei, that is him there. And then again, Salamat Hari Raya from Sultan of Brunei. Most of this is in Malay, that's the language they speak here. And that's the card. The next one that was given out is this envelope that was given to every child that attended. Now, Salamat Hari Raya again, and BIBD, that's the Brunei Bank. So, obviously surprised to find what was in here, because when my son opened it up, inside was $5. So every child that went to the Sultan's Palace after the celebration or on the celebration of Hari Raya was given $5. Okay, so that was everything that was given to us when we went to the palace. I hope that's given you a little bit of an insight on what we do. It's a shame I didn't have any more footage or videos of when we were actually there, but I'm sure you can understand the reasons why I couldn't. If you've got any questions for me, you can always find me on any social medias, starting with the top one, my Instagram, Karl.Bartlett. Beam is now Karl.Bartlett as well. Twitter @K5RLX, and Snapchat is Karl.Bartlett.